1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where was I? The door gets slammed behind them, and they all groan and lay on the floor. Leia, from one cage to another. Han, don't sweat it. I got a plan. Joshie and Dawson, you do? Han, yeah, just thought of it just now. Luke, wow. Han, yeah, what did you think? There was nothing behind this pretty face but a bunch of hot air? He laughs. No one else laughs. Han, Dawson, so what do we do? Han glances around to make sure no one's listening. Okay, it's very simple. In between here and the Cell Lectra, there's an unmarked motel asteroid. I've been there a bunch of times when I was working the track. Leia, what? Han, I mean, when I was making deliveries. Leia shakes head. Han, if we can yippee-ki-yay out of here at the right moment, we can land on it. Luke, ... I have a lot of questions. Han, yeah, it'll all be explained off screen. Just follow my lead. A few minutes later, Leia is laying on the cell floor, fanning herself and giving a big-ass diva performance. Leia, oh my god, help me! You motherfuckers, I'm in labor. The baby's coming. Oh god, I'm so pregnant. A couple of blue shirt ensigns come running in through the automatic slidey door. Ensign number 1. What's going on here? Leia, I'm having a baby, you asshole! This is dramatic breathing. Joshie to the ensign. Well, answers don't get much clearer than that. Ensign number 1. I'll go notify the doctor. He goes running out of the room. Ensign number 2, face goes pale. Yeah, I better go help him with that. He turns to leave too, but everyone starts protesting and complaining loudly. Dawson, you can't just leave. Luke, yeah, the Starfleet Galactic Treaty Whatchamahoo-ha and the Employee Handbook clearly state any individual about to give birth, prisoner or not, cannot be confined to a cage or denied water. Ensign, alright, I'll get you water. Geez, where the hell do they find you people? He hurries over to a sink on the wall to fill up a cup with water and then comes back. He unlocks the door of the cell. Ensign, alright, Mama, crawl out. I got your water. Leia, overacting. Oh, saints be praised. She crawls over to him. Leia, help me up, please. The ensign puts the water to the side and helps her to stand up. She puts her hands on his shoulders for support. Leia, oh, thank you. You're an angel. He grins shyly at her. She smiles to him in return. That corny 1960s romance music starts playing in the background. Then she snaps his neck abruptly and he falls down to the floor. Luke, impressed. Damn, she's a savage. Han, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. There's gotta be some escape pod somewhere. All our heroes go running out of the cell and out of the room, except Dawson. He hangs back a little, looking at the blue shirt ensign on the floor. He looks around to make sure no one's looking, and then kneels down and starts undressing the guy. Cut to outside in the hallway. Dawson is wearing the blue shirt uniform instead of the white sheet toga like everyone else. A random red shirt comes around the corner and they all freeze. Red shirt. Who goes there? What's the meaning of these prisoners being loose? Dawson. The captain has requested them for personal entertainment. Red shirt. Oh, as you were. He walks away quickly, embarrassed for asking. Back in the brig, the other blue shirt returns with Bones. Bones comes stomping in like he's been woken up for the first nap he's had in 3 weeks. He looks around the brig. Without even saying a single word, he can tell exactly what happened. Bones. God damn it! Cut to our heroes running around the halls of the massive starcraft, looking everywhere for some kind of escape. Leia. Fuck, man, does this place never end? Joshie. Yeah, what the hell? She looks around them and spots something. Joshie. Hey, what's that? They go over to a machine on the wall. It looks like one of those sci-fi insta-meal food materializer things. You know, those commonplace things. Except this machine is labeled Insta-Clothes, materialized copies of your favorite outfit. Dawson, sick. They all go up and put their hands one by one on this hand scanner thingy. The box lights up and rotates like a microwave, and then, as if by magic, their clothes pop out in bundles, all cute, clean, and laundered. Everyone, woohoo! They quickly undo the bundles and throw off their sheet togas to put their real clothes on. So they're just stripping naked in the middle of the hallway. I just realized that. Joshie has on her bartender/rocker clothes. Dawson has his 1880s western thing. Han has his usual outfit, Luke has that traditional white One Flew of the Cuckoo's Nest bathrobe, and Leia has on the Jabba slave outfit with her big-ass pregnant belly hanging out of the front. Everyone looks at her. Leia. What? It said copies of your favorite outfit. Burps. They hear voices then, suddenly, from down the hall. They see a couple red shirts with their phasers out coming to get them. Red shirt number 1. There you rebels are. I was half sure before, but now that the Enterprise has your fingerprints, I'm sure of it. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. I would have just stuck with the togas, but it all makes sense in the end. Dawson. Fuck, I guess we shouldn't have used the hand scanner. They all bolt off, running for their lives and freedom, with the red shirts in hot pursuit. Our heroes decide to try and throw them off the trail for a moment by turning the corner and ducking into the first room they find. It's all dark. They flip on the light switch. They find themselves in the bedroom of a certain crew member. A big old Soviet Union flag is hung on the wall above the bed, and there's a fur hat with a red star on it sitting on the dresser. Joshie. All of them just go ahead and sneak around the room, looking under the bed, opening all the drawers, and just basically being a bunch of big-ass snoops. Joshie opens a drawer in the nightstand and is surprised to see a shiny, bronze-colored space pistol just sitting there. Joshie, sick. She steals the gun and hides it under her clothes. Just then, the door to the bedroom bursts open, and there stand 2 red shirts, ready to shoot them all down. Red shirt number 1, freeze! All our heroes look around desperately for a way out. Dawson grabs the lamp off the nightstand and hurls it at one of the red shirts. The lamp smashes against his head, and he drops to the floor, knocked out or dead. Who knows? Second red shirt, in shock. Holy shit! Leia, let's go! They all run out the door together, trampling the second helpless red shirt into the floor. They run and run down the hallways. But I don't know why I always think it's really funny when people get, like, trampled on. I don't know. You know how some people get, like, turned on, like it's their fetish to be, like, stepped on? Like, for me, it's, like, funny. Like, instead of a sexual fetish, it's, like, a comedy fetish. I don't know if that's a thing, but you know what I mean? I always laugh when people get, like, stepped on. They run and run down the hallways, past the cafeteria full of people eating, past some ladies in short skirts gossiping casually. Yeah, you know those fucking sexist ass outfits they wear in the Enterprise. Past Scotty chugging a plastic jug of moonshine in the corner of a hallway, and past a bunch of other common sights you might see on the Enterprise. Han stops suddenly. Wait! Everyone else stops. Dawson, what? Han, we're here. The camera pans back to show that they've reached the escape pods area. Everyone, woohoo! Leia, gods be praised. That's like the second time she said that shit, or maybe even the third time. It's really funny to me. And you know what else? It's like, this is only as stupid as the actual 7, 8, and 9 movies. Like, wasn't there a part in that where they were trying to get to escape pods or something like that? And it was pretty much like this. I don't remember. The escape pods are in a tiny little garage-looking area, kept behind a thick wall of glass with an automatic door. Each one of them tries, one after the other, to get the door open, but none succeed. Door, in automatic voice. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied. Han, alright, bitch, we get the point. You can shut the hell up now. Oh my god, who said that to their GPS or their phone or something? That's so true. Leia, face palms. We're so close. Dawson, so close and yet so far. Just then, he sees a tiny little message written in fine print on the wall beside the door. He leans in close to read it, squinting. Dawson, reading. Warning. This door and controls of the escape pods will unlock in the event of a power surge or blackout. Luke, cheap gamma scion trash. Joshie, no, that's our way out. We just have to create the event of a power surge or blackout, and then we're home free. Luke, that's easier said than done. They hunted power surges near to extinction around the time that hovercrafts finally hit the open market. Joshie, seriously? She pauses, thinking. Who's they? Luke, you know, they. The ones who do everything bad, which will ultimately lead to the destruction of the universe. ... Long pause. He hangs his head and murmurs quietly. Us. Leia, there's gotta be a way out of here. There's always a way. Everything has a self-destruct trigger somewhere. Machines, buildings, even people. So this fucking spacecraft ain't gonna get the best of me. She kicks the wall in anger and a piece of plaster falls off. Behind, or I guess I should say inside, the wall is a bunch of wires and electrical shit. Leia stares at it for a long second. Then she gets down on the floor and starts ripping the wires out, but nothing seems to happen. Leia, oh, and by the way, weren't those like disposable Star Trek characters like chasing them this whole time? That's convenient, huh? Where was I? Nothing seems to happen. Leia, what the hell? Why isn't it breaking or whatever? Luke crosses his arms. Did you forget so quick that we're on an Earth-made ship? They have everything wirelessly backupped. No physical harm is going to affect that network. Leia, ugh, why even have wires then? Han, yeah, the only thing strong enough to override this shit would be if we had, like, I don't know, a piece of ultra metal carbon titanium alloy or something. Everyone else just looks at him like, huh? Han rolls eyes. Ugh. Well, surprise, surprise. I guess I get to explain something again, huh? It's a super metal. We have shit like that in the sci-fi world. Only the government's supposed to have it and distribute it because it's so powerful. He gets all cocky and proud of himself. I smuggle it all the time. But seriously, that shit is no joke. You can use it to short out entire circuit complexes and decode whole wireless networks along with it. Dawson. So, where are we gonna get this stuff from? Han, ha, get it? Nowhere. We're not gonna find anything on this ship. Dawson, I don't believe that. Exposition is never just for nothing. There's gotta be some of that super metal around here. Han, forget it, kid. Dawson, kid? We're like the same age. Han brushes it off. Anyway, forget it. People only use that stuff for super intense hardware that has to be able to withstand anything, like the lining of secret government laboratories and biomechanics and stuff like that. Leia, wait. What did you just say? Han, I said forget it. Leia, no you fucking dumbass. You said biomechanics. Like as in replacement body parts? Han, I guess. Leia turns to her brother. Luke, what? Leia, your hand. Luke looks at her like, what? He looks down at his hand. He looks back up. No way. I'm not losing this thing for a second time. Leia, not like that. Just grab the wires. Short it out. Luke, I think you're forgetting the fact that if I do that, I'm gonna be fried too. Leia, I didn't forget. Luke, taken aback by her coldness. Leia, I'm your twin, your own flesh and blood. Leia, and? Look, genius, if you don't do it and we get sent to the cell Electra, we're all gonna get our brains fried. Better just you than all of us. Plus, Luke has already had experience being electrocuted, so, you know. She leans in close to him and puts her hands on his arms like they're gonna have a dramatic-ass talk. Leia, come on, Luke. What's the honor code of the space samurai? Isn't it to serve the innocent, to obey your queen and priestess, and make sacrifices of the heart, blood, and soul if need be? Luke, okay, fine, I'll do it. Han, Joshie, and Dawson just look at each other like, wow, this is for real, huh? Suddenly, then, a couple of red shirts appear around the corner, way down the hall. Yeah, they finally caught up. Red shirts, freeze, stop right there. The red shirts run towards them. Luke looks to the hole in the wall as Ride the Lightning starts to play. Shit, I don't have my phone, but it's fine because that would give me a fucking copyright strike anyway. But just put it on for yourself, you know. He gets that look like, well, no turning back now. He kneels down on the floor, licks the palm of his fake hand, and grabs the wires. Instantly, the entire hallway gets plunged into madness as every single light in the hallway starts flashing like a crazy goth club strobe light. Sparks fly all over the place as the power surges. The digital readouts are glitching and fucking up like crazy. That hot-ass metal music is blasting in the background. Luke is getting the shit electrocuted out of him, and the red shirts are just stunned out of their minds. Like they just saw the devil incarnate. Finally, the song stops abruptly, the power goes dead, and the whole strobe light hallway goes black. Luke flops down, passed out on the floor, with his hair all fried out like a porcupine. The door to the escape pods open a crack. Leia, let's go. Han picks up Luke like a monster carrying off the girl in an old Universal horror movie, and they force open the door and run to the escape pods. Red shirt number 1. ... Head randomly explodes. His blood and everything splatters on the other red shirt. Aww. heroes pile into one of the escape pods like they did before with the Cessna. Except this time there's more room. It's more like a VW hippie bus, not a single-seater. Dawson. Hi-ho, Silver! He kicks the control panel with the heel of his cowboy boot, and the pod shoots off the landing pad at instant velocity, smashing through the glass and jettisoning them all out into the reaches of space. Everyone else, yeehaw! Back inside, Kirk and Bones come running around the corner. They can just see the last of our heroes making their escape. Kirk, Bones, stop them! Bones, God damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a torpedo. Kirk, ugh. He growls in frustration, looks around, and his eyes fall on the second red shirt, still in a state of shock and all bloody from his partner's random explosion. Kirk, did you see anything? The red shirt doesn't answer. There's just a long silence as he avoids eye contact. Then he abruptly pulls out his phaser and puts it in his mouth. Kirk and Bones together. No, don't! He pulls the trigger, set to kill, and blows his brains out all over the wall. God damn, this story. He collapses on the floor. Why? Why is it so dark? Kirk. ... He gets on his communicator. Cleanup crew, I need you in hallway 6J. Bones just closes his eyes, sighs, and puts a hand on his forehead. Meanwhile, on the escape pod, our heroes' velocity has ended, and they're now calmly floating through space. Han is steering while Leia's combing her fingers through Luke's hair, who is still knocked out on the floor. Leia. Poor babe. He's so good at sacrificing himself. Hey, this is like a couple of years before The Last Jedi, too, so, premonition, I don't know. Joshie awkwardly. Is he okay? Leia. Oh yeah, he's fine. She adjusts Luke's position on the floor so that he's all comfortable. That is, comfortable for her. She leans up against him like a pillow and uses him for her own personal relaxation. Leia. That's nice. To Han. Hey baby, how long till this little hunk of crap gets to where we're going? Han. Well, there's not really any real thrusters on this thing. I'm guessing like 12 hours. As the Earthlings say. He and Leia snickered to each other about that, while Dawson and Joshie just kind of look at each other. Yeah, there's no fucking time and space, huh? Not the way that we know of it. Okay, wig adjustment over. Leia. Well, I guess get cozy. She motions with her hands. Come around. Oh, here we go. Come around. I'll tell you guys a nice little story from my homeland, just like in the good old days. She starts reminiscing. Yeah, the good old days. Palace life, hazing the new pages, blackmail, smacking hoes in their bitch-ass mouth. Yeah, that was the life. She comes out of her daydream. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, story time. Joshie and Dawson come closer and sit on the floor in front of her like little kids. Leia. Let me tell you guys something you probably don't know. On my home planet of Algernon, the biggest holiday of the year is Christmanazwa, which is coming up in just a few galactic days. Dawson and Joshie glance at each other like, didn't we hear about this earlier? Leia, continuing on. So I'm gonna tell you guys the story of Christmanazwa. The screen starts to get all wavy and transitions into a reenactment scene as Leia's voice becomes a voiceover. Leia. Long, long ago, in ancient times, the planet Algernon wasn't what it is today. Well, today it doesn't exist anymore because it was exploded by the Empire, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the planet Algernon had two distinct sides, one which always faced the sun, one which always faced away. One side a freezing tundra, the other a scorching desert. Joshie and Dawson. Ooh. Leia. Yes, it was very fascinating. Anyway, in the cold side, there would be huge blizzards that covered up people's homes to the roof. Whole towns would be trapped under the snow until the storm ended and they could tunnel out. Dawson. Damn, fucking harsh. Leia. Yeah, I know. But the people didn't despair, though. They found the light in the darkness. They took the time of the blizzards to put aside work and stress and cherish their families. They would huddle together by the fire, spending time and playing little games and waiting for the reindeer shaman to arrive. This is the part that my friends get credit for because they came up with this shit and I fucking stole it. Okay, I'm almost 20 minutes, so